What's up? I'm Nana Wood of the Upgrade Guys, and today we're going to talk through hip internal rotation and how you can use a bench setup to help you accomplish that. So with an incline bench, we have some different degrees of incline that we can obviously use, and all benches are set up a little bit different. So I will show you a couple with this one. This one is actually a pretty good amount of internal rotation for your hip here, right? One thing about hip internal rotation, we can also vary the way it's affected, or like your entry point, by changing the degree of flexion. But for the purposes of today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the tool to accomplish that instead. So let's say that this is too much for me. How would I know that? Well, how much does your hip internally rotate? Is it close to that position? If you go to look for this and it's well above, like below this, 20 degrees below this, this is not the angle for you. So then I would go to the next angle. Boom. And I would check here. Do I have enough there? Oh yeah, I have about that much. Boom. So let's say it's not quite right though. What could I do? I could bring my hip up into a little more flexion, or I can lean my body over a little bit to increase the degree of rotation here. So if your bench doesn't have all the little notches in between, you can still affect it to some degree by your torso position. The reason I like this one though is because you can check your torso position. So I can be here and I can be nice and tall if this is the right amount for me, and I could do a lot of options from here, right? If I wanted to stress the opening side of the tissue with the stuff that's on stretch, I could make my foot really, really heavy into the bench, and I would be stretching the stuff that's, I would be working the stuff that's on stretch, which is what we want. On the flip of that, I could make my leg light and try to lift it off, and I would be working the stuff that pulls me into that motion. So this bench is a good way for us to access the right amount of hip internal rotation for you to train. Oftentimes we do setups that are on the ground, and those ground setups make us have to adjust to the ground because the ground doesn't adjust. So that means you have to do props, you have to change body position, all those things. And those things can often be a pain in the ass. So this is one way that you could train your hip internal rotation and make it work for you. If you like this, please hit that like button. Please make sure that you subscribe. If it helped you, or you know somebody it might help, please share. We are the Upgrade Guys across all platforms, and we will continue to help you upgrade your shit. So make sure you tune in. Upgrade your shit.